Hello everybody, Torgal here, and welcome back to Modsauce 2. You guys see, I'm ready for a little bit of magic, but I wanted to show you guys something cool over here. I've made a lot of runes over the last hour or so, but before that I knew that I wanted to automate this guy. I've always wanted to automate the runic altar, and Dragonfu, for example, did it with Steve's Factory Manager. But because we don't have Steve's add-ons, you cannot copy and paste, so it's a lot of work setting that up. And I just don't need that many runes for me to spend 2 hours or something automating this. But I figured another way of making it easier for myself, and I'll show you that in a second. But first, I made 2 elfin mana spreaders and used the same lenses that we had on here already. And now it takes like 3 seconds to make a rune of air or something. It's so fast. It's incredible. And now over here, I just set up a few displays so I can kind of see, hey, I need to make more of these or these. Because down here, you guys see I have the 5 basic runes. Mana, water, fire, earth, and air. I did not go for the other ones like spring, summer, fall, or autumn, and winter, because you don't make that many of it. I did today, but these right here, I wanted to be ready, okay? And what I did is here, I put interfaces, okay? So let's go, for example, with the air. And of course, I made sure I hit them from the interface terminal. And then I say, always export 1 carpet, 1 feather, 1 string, 3 mana, steel ingots, and a living rock here, right? So now if I need, let's make the mana one, this one right here, because I'm always out of those, it seems. So all I can do then is take these out, and you see ME automatically refilled it again, as long as I have it in the system. A few of them you need to add a card. For example, here the carpet, you need to add a crafting card. So in case you don't have any, and of course you need the recipe in your pattern, in your molecular assembly chamber somewhere. If you don't have this here, it will not craft it to put it here. It will only use if you have it in your system. And then the same for the water one, for the fishing rod, and also for the nether brick, because I need to smelt a netherrack. So, but now, you know, I just took them out. I don't need to look it up. I don't need to search. And then I can simply toss that on there, hit it, and you see how fast this is done. And then just put this on there and done. And I think this is a very convenient way of setting it up, and it's not automated at all. That's no question. But it makes it very easy for me to get these runes done. And I just wanted to show you guys this. And now we'll head over to the Botania Thaumcraft area. Quiet birds. And I wanted to show you guys. I've been... I forgot. I'll put this guy... No, I gotta put them back right now. Sorry. I need that room because we're gonna have a lot of stuff in our inventory. All right, there. This one goes over here and back here. So I did do some things here, like had the golems work and get me more of the basic aspects. You guys see these are up to 448 now, and I also got a few other aspects in here that we're gonna need for our first infusion here for today. Now, the infusion I want to work on is... And it is... Nope, right there. I want to make another wand, okay? And I wanted to... There's 2 different ones. I did all the research. There's one to make with blood magic, which we're gonna do in one of the future episodes, because I want to have one of those too. And then there is... Where is it? Down here. There it is. And... Wait. Living wood... Oh, they split up from here. Or from here. This is the blood magic way, and this down here is the Botania way. So I did research the living wood wand core, which you need all these runes. Plus, you guys see these aspects down here. And in the middle, we need a living wood. Let me get that first. And even though it says... What did it say on the... It is instability minor. I did want to set something up that I wanted to do anyway, and that is, let's just put this in the middle so I don't forget about it. And you guys see there's a hopper next to each one of these pedestals now, pointing into it. So if you put something in here, it will automatically put it on the pedestal. And I made 2 of each rune, and also 2 mana diamonds. Oh god. Oh boy, I'm gonna have a little problem here. So this is gonna be left side, this is gonna be bottom, and this is gonna be, oh my, on the right. Okay, so let's set this up here real quick so you guys can see what it does. So you just put it in here and you guys see it automatically put one on there. Now, if we're having a problem and you know, instability happens and one of these items gets knocked off or destroyed, the next one pops right on here. So you don't lose time and aspects and all that stuff. That's how my thinking is with that. And now I believe, yes, so let's put these two in here, here, here. You kind of want to set it up like it is in the book. There and there. And then this one has mana. I gotta check here real quick. Which one goes where? So the mana, so this one is the fire here. Fire, water, and mana. Because I just got back from charging these two wands, flying around in the mining age looking for nodes to do this. It's just, we gotta move on from that. I don't want to charge wands anymore, and that way I can also, you know, make more of these drives and all these things. So now, if I'm not mistaken, everything is here. So let's whack this. Oh no, it's not here. What am I talking about? That's why I have these 4 jars here. I already have the arbor, so we need herba and precantatio. And I wanted to do this with you guys. So here's herba. Putting one in here. You know, it just fills the whole thing. I don't care. Because when we're done later, I can just empty it. And the other 2 are Sensis and Victus. So Sensis and Victus. And you guys see, I made plenty of each. With the ethereal essences, it's just so nice. I really like that way. It makes, to me, Thaumcraft a lot more fun, because you already have to do so many little things in this mod, that if I can make it easier for myself, I'm gonna go for it. Alright, so now these are all the aspects we need. Now let's whack it. Alright, and it's gonna go. And let's see if anything maybe gets knocked off. And of course, when it's done, you know, you need to take all these off again, the ones that you have left over, hopefully one of each. Now, and the other thing is, while this is going, we also need the mana steel wand caps, which is no problem. It's just 2 of these nuggets. It just got quiet. Okay. How much longer do you need? Okay. And, you know, soon we're gonna have an infusion provider, so I don't even need to mess with these jars at all anymore. But to make that one, we need to do a lot of things in this crucible, and that's what we're gonna set up next, so we don't waste any more things. Alright, so now it's sucking in the items. You see, it already sucked this one in. It did this one, and now, of course, the second one is sitting on there. And I'm gonna leave them until this is fully done. This is a very long one, a big one. The stability is no problem with being minor. Alright, we're almost there. Come on. Bam, done. Sweet. So, we got this dormant living wood rod. Cool. Alright, let me clean this. Actually, I clean this up in a second. Let's get the mana steel. Let's get these 2 guys going real quick. I'm gonna need to make 2 of them. Oh, this needs to be in this guy. Like that. And I need to put one of you in there. And let's get 2 of them. And not the rest. We'll leave that in there. And how much did this cost? Okay. So, how do I assemble you? Just in the crafting table? Let's see. And how this is supposedly working is it will use our mana. Oh, dormant living wood rod. Mana steel. So how do I put this together? Let's see. The infusion process burns the living wood out. Unfortunately, infused one rod must be charged in a mana pool in order to be reawakened. Aha! So I'm guessing we need to drop. Hey, whoa! Give me that. I need you. Let's get rid of the rain. Give me my shtick. Get out of here, rain. I like this thing so much. Alright, so magnet is off. So let's see what happens. Oh, that was it. That was quick. Living wood rod. Now let's go. I'm gonna just stop by up here so my staff can charge real quick. And back down. Alright. I know I could use these guys, but who's got time for that, right? Now let's see if I can assemble this guy. Alright, maybe something else. Jesus. What's happening here? If combined with a wand, in order to be used in the creation of a wand, mana steel caps must be infused in a mana pool. Alright. Next time I'll make sure I read first. Alright, can I please assemble you now? Stop making my life so difficult. Bada bing. 64. Oh boy. Alright, that tells me, guys, that we need to make some... Oh my god, what a pain in the butt. Alright, no, it's not. I'm trying to skip steps here. So I think we're gonna have to make ourselves a crafting scepter. And we're gonna do this next episode. Because we're getting... Yeah, we're already 11 minutes. So I want to make sure that we don't spend too much more time. But I wanted to show you guys this here first. The mana scepter, by the way, it stores 150 of, I think so. I thought it said it somewhere. Capacity 75, the thaumium one 150. I actually only need to make this one here, the one with 75. That is cool. All right, but again, we'll do this next time so we can make this wand. But what I want to do today is you make 2 of these alchemical constructs. You put that on there and you smack it. Okay, and now we have an alchemical construct. And what that does is, and let me just hook it up a little further. What I want to do here is put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is just for now. Can I hook something up here? I think I can. Okay, now you can put these guys right here on it. And then when you make something in the crucible, it will automatically use the aspects that it needs and sucks them out of these jars. And again, later on, we can add a Essentia provider to there, so it takes it directly out of the ME system. And of course, the last one needs to place wrong. Guys, I'm trying to hurry up, but I really wanted to get this one done. So now we got this done. Now, we need to make 2 shards. I forgot what their name is. So let's put these in here. And you guys see, I'm making a balance chart. Now, I selected these 5 aspects because whatever shard you use here, that's the aspect you're not using. So you always need the other 5 one, and you infuse that one with it. And now check it out. When I click on this, you see it's gonna 61. It's automatically drawing the aspect it needs out of these right there. I thought so. Yeah, it has, wow, 62, 61. I'm wasting something because these Essentia tubes are just silly. I don't think it can get to the 3rd one. Okay, so let's take these pipes right here. If they would make these different, I'm not kidding. I think the mod itself would be so much better. I'm not a big fan of the changes that were done. I still need these 2. Okay, so let's put you here. You see, it took it, and now let's put this guy here. And it doesn't want to take that one. What? You are not very smart, are you? There we go. Now I got 1. And now it should then... Do I need to do them in order? Possible. So this, that, that. Okay, let me just put these guys away back over here because we won't need them anymore. I don't care about the order. I decided to keep these primal ones over here because the thing that I want to make is exactly what I just mentioned, that Essentia provider right there. And for that, I needed 2 Salus Mundus, which requires you to smelt these balance shards. So we can do that in the main base real quick. Let's just put them in here. I never done that actually. There we go. So I got 2 of them. And let me make up these other 2 cores, and then we can assemble our... I already made the tubes the other day. And then we can assemble this Essentia provider and hook it up to this alchemical construct, and then we never need to mess with these things again. So give me a second. All right, I've got the aspects I need over here. I didn't even empty these yet. I really want to get this done so we can continue on our fusion reactor. So let me just slap these down here. And I got the Salus Mundus, filtered Essentia tubes, water shards, and then 2 of the Thaumcraft cores. 1 on each side, and of course the interface in the middle. And I believe I have all the aspects that... Alright, it is okay, that scared me. Yeah, we needed the Machinima, or Machina, whatever, Ordo, Permutatio, and Precantation. While this is going, I wanted to show you guys, I ran a black cable from our main ME system. Because that is where our Essentia is stored, okay? Don't hook it up to your Ethereal Essence ME system. And I just brought the cable up in the back. And right here is where we're gonna put this thing. Once it is done. And there it is, finally. This is a huge step to me, because this right here, you know, is such a pain in the butt to do. And you guys see, I think it connected automatically. And now we got this Essentia provider, and I want to try it out. Let's take another one of these shards that we just did a minute ago. And let's see, you know, put that in here. It shows it to us, and now we click it. And look at that, it automatically gets it done. And we have it. How awesome is this? I mean, that is huge, guys, to me. Just being able to get all this out of here. And now, last thing I want to show you real quick. Let me put on my magnet for this. Is how easy it is to clean up these aspects. That's, whatever, jars. Just how quick and easy that is. Oops, wrong one up here. Because all you do is shift click them in here. You know, it empties it back into your ME and done. Can I put them, leave them here? No. Alright. Guys, I'll meet you over in the desert now. So next time we're gonna do the scepter and then this new wand, and then maybe, I don't know. That's probably gonna be our 10 minutes right there. And I'll meet you in the desert now so we can get going with our reactor. BRBs. Let me give you guys a quick update on this. It was done overnight. It's stored the 2 giga RF without any problems. But they keep sucking power. Okay? I'm gonna leave this until the reactor's running and I know everything is fine, because it's free energy. I don't really care if they keep going. Now, one thing I find interesting is that, you know, I figured that when this guy is full, this guy is gonna fill up, and then this one. But apparently they do not store any power at all if they are shooting somewhere else. So only because this guy is set to no redstone signal is it charging. That's what I believe it does. Okay, now today we're gonna start with the salination plants over here. And I'm always gonna show one, and then whenever we're done a part, then I make the other ones between cuts off camera, of course. Because, well, it's a little bit too much to show everything on camera. So let me go ahead, and we're just gonna do the bottom layer first. So, because I still need to make a ton of these salination blocks here, solar evaporation blocks. Oops, not you. And they are 4x4, hollow in the middle. And right now, I'm gonna leave this empty. And I'm always gonna have this one to... let's mirror this. So this one is gonna be like this. Okay, and let me get 2 of these valves. That's what they're called, right? Yeah, evaporation valve. This is the input. That's where we're gonna put the water. And this is gonna be the output. And right here, We're gonna go like this. I might eventually change the sand out back here to something else, but I think we're fine for now. And I'm gonna use transfer nodes because they're just the fastest. There's just no comparison to anything else that you can make that is as fast as these guys. Now, I'm gonna put 64 speed upgrades in there. That's probably total overkill because all it does is go one block to there. We cannot put this here because, well, it's mechanism and it's always special. I forgot to bring these other pipes. Let's see here. What are they called? I wonder if I made them already. I hope I did. No, I didn't. This is the ultimate mechanical pipe. That's the one we're gonna make. And I'm gonna need just 6, so it's gonna make me 8. And that is actually going to take a few seconds. I'm guessing it's crafting a few hundred more of these. Oh, is it done already? Okay. Oh, nice. I'm guessing it's because I had the other ones already and some items ready. So what you can do is simply connect this like that. Once this is formed, it will connect here, okay? I got the right thing, right? Yes. Okay. And 64 speed upgrades and 15 world interaction upgrades, okay? Don't put any more, because by default you get, what is it, 200 millibuckets per operation? And to get it to 8 buckets, you need to add 15 more. It cannot handle more than 8 buckets at once. So that is why don't go with more than... Oh, that was the wrong item. They look so similar. And then, of course, we got to put water down here. And you're going to see it's filling... Oh, yeah, because it's filling this pipe. All right, it's already full. There's already 64 buckets in here. And I remember in Modsauce 1 that I had problems keeping up with the water. And I didn't know about being able to connect it like this. So this time I'm going to go ahead and go with this setup. And it worked really well in my testing world. Again, it's probably total overkill. But the entire thing here is going to be overkill. Because I don't ever want to run out of fuel. Because, well, every time I run out, I need to make sure the lasers are charged. And I need to kick it in again. And there's another part you need to make, which I'll show you guys in the end. Not today, I mean in the end when we're ready to turn on the entire fusion reactor. So let me go ahead and get the other 5 done the same way. And I'm actually gonna set up the bottom of these 2 also. Because you guys see there's just 4 valves instead of 2. So that is the only difference. But otherwise, it's set up the exact same way as this. Oh my goodness, guys. It's been... I think almost 6 hours since that last cut when we hooked up the water. I forgot how long it takes to craft all these blocks, the amount of steel that you need, and I did not prepare enough, you know, overnight. So I needed to wait on that, and then the worst part happened. When I set up the solar panels, you guys see how they're wider apart now? They were 1 apart each. These solar panels need 1 block next to each other. So I did not have enough room, so I could only set up this one and then this one. I was not able to set these up, so I needed to tear down all the towers again and move them out further. And just to keep symmetry, I moved these 2 out also. I did not want to mess around. I want this place to be awesome and perfect. Now, let me talk you through of how tall they are. They are 18 tall from this block right here. And don't forget, this 4x4 down here is solid. And then these 16 rings to here are 4x4 with the hollow 2x2 in the middle, just like this. And then up here, you guys see there's 2, 2, 2, and 1. And then you place, and that's why I did not finish this one, because I wanted to show you guys this. You place them, these solar panels, so this hookup right there is going to point into this block. And then you use the other one like that. You guys see how it automatically... I just did it that way. You can also make it point into that one if you want. But I just like it this way better. And the same one here. And there. Cool. So now, what we can do here... Should we... No, yes. Let's go ahead and start these guys up. So, once we put this controller here, boom, you guys saw the red particles, and it's going to tell you formed, height 18, and it's going to fill with water. And you see, this holds a lot of water. That's why the thing... By the way, I was thinking about this when I tore it down and I had all these speed upgrades in my hand. I don't think you need any speed upgrades. Because it's only one block away. It doesn't need to search. You know what I mean? It's there, it finds it. It's there, it finds it. So I don't think you need the speed upgrades. I think the world interaction upgrades by itself are enough. Why does it only... Oh, because it's... No, actually, check it out. I stand corrected. Oops. You do need the speed upgrades, otherwise it cannot keep up. Alright, good. Well, I'm glad I didn't make them for nothing. Okay, so we got these, and now let's hook up these two also, so we can actually cable everything up. Now, these 6 back here, they are making us brine. You guys see, right? Let me turn this off. They're making us brine, and they're making it quite fast. We get the multiplier 2 because we are in a desert. Biome, I think that if you go into another biome, you might get 1.5, something like that. I have never built them outside the desert, so I cannot really tell you. And they're making us brine, and we're going to send this brine to this guy from D3, and D3 to that guy. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I made the regular basic mechanical pipes. Those are the smallest one. They only hold one bucket, and they pump with 100 millibuckets a tick. Now, the reason being is in my test world I used the biggest ones. You know, these back here that hold 64 buckets and pump 6.4 buckets a tick or something like that. But the problem is I wanted to really get a feel for, you know, how much of this liquid do they produce? Because if you got hundreds and hundreds of buckets in these pipes just sitting around, I felt like I cannot get a really good gauge. So I figured I don't need to keep stuff in the pipes. If my production is good enough, right, then I should be able to... Let me come out one further like this. Then I should be able... If my production is fine, it doesn't matter. It should pass it over here as fast as it produces it. And they are definitely big enough... Oh, nice. I can come just like that. So you guys see I'm pumping the brine into 3 different inputs. And the reason for that being is that with mechanism, there's one thing that kind of bugs me. And you guys are going to see that later on even more when we get to the gases, okay? Let's say you have multiple machines making something that you send to another machine in mechanism. It does not equally just take it from all machines. You know, let's say there are 300 millibuckets missing here. It takes 100 millibucket from this, and then from this, something like that. It will always just take 300. What that pretty much means is that if there's a very high demand, a lot of times you're going to see, especially on these guys over here, it uses like half of these, and they're completely empty, while the other ones are full, just sitting there. And only half a side is being used. I don't understand why it doesn't distribute it more equally, but oh well. So, what's important is that these changed from mechanism 7. I have it set to configure fluids. And then shift right click here to pull. And now you see, it's pulling the brine out. So you need to do that. It does not auto it checked. You need to tell it to pull out. And you don't need to do anything in here like push. There's no other place to go for it. I have not found a reason to change that output. Okay, whoops. So now this guy over here is already producing now. Bam, here we go. Here it is. It's filling the brine. Well, actually... because the other tanks are empty. And this is making us liquid lithium. Okay? And These are all empty now, yes, because, well, it's taken up as much as it wants. Once this one is full with liquid lithium, then the brine will back up. And that's actually why I like setting it up in stages like this, because now once we set this up, you know, it's going to drain everything from here to fill all these machines. And then pretty much, you know, I don't know if we're going to be able to turn this on next episode, but I will try my best. We might skip magic so we can focus on finishing this project. But yeah, let me go ahead and craft up these two machines here real quick. And no, I'm going to craft them all up. I'm going to craft all these machines up real quick. They should be quite fast because I taught the ME system and we were only missing... Let me just show you guys. Let's actually check here real quick. What is that thing called again? I cannot remember the name. Oh, I guess what I can do is add mech. Was I able to teach it without the part? Oh, no, I was not able to teach it yet. I'm not sure why. Why did I not teach it? That makes no sense. Let me check here real quick while I got you guys. Apparently it's raining. Every time I come here, it's raining. Yes, I gotta turn on. You will go down to mechanism. And we need... It's on the... There it is. The solar neutron activator. That's the thing that I needed to... Why did I not teach you? Makes no sense, but we got this sheet now. That's what we needed it for. And this is the thing that I need to craft. Let me put it down here to the mechanism stuff. Wait, did I pass it? No, it must... There it is. Come on. Wow. I have so much room, that's awesome. And I'm gonna put this down here in case it needs other parts up here. And solar. So this guy right here, we need 18. And it's gonna take a while because it needs to craft 168 of this and then 108 of this. So that will take a while. And if my memory... Actually, I'm gonna check a screenshot real quick. Sorry, guys. Where are we at? Here. And I need to craft... What are these things that go... I think it's the... If I'm not mistaken, the deconcentrators. Or concentrators. Yes, yes, yes. That's them. What? Don't tell me. I don't understand why sometimes you cannot type the friggin' at symbol when you go into the ME system. So I need 2 of these. And then I also need 3, 4. Which one? 256. 64 is not enough. I'm gonna craft 2 of these. And where is it? It's X asterisk. There we go. I need 8 and 8 and 8, and we need to craft another 8 of this. And these are gonna go into those concentrators, or what are they called here again? I just saw it. There we go. Rotary condensators. Okay. Yeah, so when all this is crafted... forgot I also need to get gas tanks. I'm gonna need altogether... I'm just gonna make 1 for that side, and there's a reason for that also. Let's just make 1. Okay, guys, let me wait for all this to finish. Let's see. Oh, it's chugging along okay. That should be done very quickly. Alright, now let me try to remember how I set this up. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to take those out of the ME system. Rotary condensators. Man, nothing stacks. Driving me bonkers. Look at this. Okay, now I don't remember. I think that the big side here is the input. like that. I think that should work. Okay, and well, let's do this side here real quick. So we got that the same way. And click here. Okay, good. Now let's set up all these gas pipes, because out of this one, this turns the liquid, what is it called? Ethylene? Yeah, liquid lithium into just lithium. All right, and I am setting this up on purpose backwards. So this all does not start until we connect that last basic mechanical pipe. Okay. And like this, be quiet. Laser, you're too loud. Sound mufflers don't work, unfortunately. Okay, and now out of this here, we can take this off. Okay. And here we're gonna have the other gas pipes. And that is actually going to be for the tritium. That one gas that's gonna go in here. So that's what we're gonna store here. And that's what I brought this gas tank for. Like that. Okay. And now we can go through here. Take all this out. And start putting these guys in. They also only operate in sunlight. They don't need any power or anything. I can get another one. And they are the bottleneck in this entire production. They are not upgradable. They are very slow, just like we had these... What was it again? I think it was the crystallizers or something in our quintuple ore processing that we once set up. That was just everything else was working, but we just could not wait for them. And 3 more. Bam! Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it looks cool. Alright. And all that gas goes in here. And then in the end, we're going to have this gas pipe going into here. And as far as I know, you can only output from the front. Okay? So make sure that little red line there is pointing towards where you want to output. Of course, if you break these, they keep the gas stored. Yes, and now the last thing we want to do, I should have done that earlier, is upgrade these two. Oops. Get in there. And then that is it. And then we can actually, next time, well, I'm just waiting for these upgrades to go and set this one up over here. And then we have the deuterium from here and the lithium from here. And then we can actually, we need to set up another, I think a crystallizer or something, because we need to make the pulverized lithium for this structure right here. We need it. And we also, yes, we need to get these two gases into another machine, because there's a little device, I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, wireless is out of range. Because we need to fill a certain item that's going to kickstart this. That's like, you're going to put that in there and that's what ignites everything. We need to fill that with the DT fuel. So we also need a machine for that. That makes us the DT fuel, because the fusion reactor makes its own by mixing these two gases. But if you need it outside of it, you gotta set up another machine to do that. Alright, so this is done, and now I gotta get these two connected, and they're not gonna start because I still have to wrench them over here. Fluids? Oh, oops. 1, 2. And this should start flowing. Perfect. And 1, 2. And yes, I need to set these two deconcentrating. Right there. See, it fills now with the liquid lithium. And over here, you don't see it because it's happening so fast. Let's see where... Do I need to set this to pulling out? So that would be gases. Oh, I'm such a knucklehead. These machines need power. Power. and power. That's why I made these solar panels. Actually, let's see here. Yeah, it needs 80 RF. So the other one, the one size lower, it wouldn't work. And now you see the gas pipes are filling. And this is filling the lithium over here. And that is creating us the tritium right there. You guys see? And like I said, this is the bottleneck. That's why I went so overboard. Once the reactor is going, I'm going to start it with a lower setting, okay? Just to make sure everything is running. And then, like, overnight, I'm always going to crank it up by 2. You can only go up by 2, not by 1. And then always check if in the morning I still have fluid. And if that works, then we're going to keep going and keep going. And I want to see how far we can stress this. You know, how much power can we get out? We're going to get at least 600,000 RF. But I'm thinking we might be able to get 800 or maybe even 1,000,000 RF a tick. Which would be amazing. Let's see here real quick. These guys are probably pretty... the brine is now, of course, still falling. This is empty, and these over here should all be empty, yes. Because, well, these are doing their thing. Here's the thing is why I was telling you guys earlier, I used the smallest pipes for this and the gases here. Because I don't want anything sitting around. I want to be able to come to this guy later and see it sitting at always 96,000. I don't want this to go down, because once it's going down, then we know our machines cannot keep up by producing what they need to produce, right? The only difference, by the way, I did is that these towers are 8 taller than in my testing world. I said, why not? It's 3-to-1, so I know we're still not making enough brine, so this guy is always going to be faster than these 3. But that is fine. So, that is it. That is all we got time for today, guys. Like, next time we set this one up, this is much less complicated and a lot less to do. And then I also want to set up the battery. We can't. We gotta set this one up, then bring the 2 gases together to make the DT fuel. And we also need to take this, and we gotta hook up another machine so we can make the pulverized, I think that's what it's called, pulverized lithium. Let's see here real quick. This stuff right here. And that one we need, like I said, for these parts for our battery. And the recipe for it is I need a chemical crystallizer to pump the lithium in. So that guy I'm gonna put probably right here or something. We don't... Let's do it next time. There's no rush because this guy is gonna make us that stuff fast enough. I want to let this all fill up, so once we start using it, we know how much we have to spare. Okay, guys. I know it's getting crazy, this setup, but I'm having a lot of fun building this. It's one of my most favorite projects. Most favorite? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I think you do. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And if you did, please, please, please go down and hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. And otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.